Man, it's crazy out here in these streets. They said we got beef, y'all. They said we got beef. Yo, we really got beef. Welcome to a new episode, Cloud Chasing Health. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're doing all right. How is your blood sugar levels today? How your blood sugar levels doing? You all right? Is it 300? Is it 450? I mean, man, I remember, you know, before I was able to really change my diet and get my blood sugar levels back down to a normal state, I really was like having all them symptoms of like running to the bathroom every like 30 minutes. Like, I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. Um, Another thing that was happening was my mouth was really dry. So I was constantly drinking water, cuz just drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. My co-worker, right, at the time, I used to have a regular little, what is it, 16 ounces, 11 ounces of water bottles, the little water bottles. You know what I'm talking about. Used to be drinking them, crushing them up. He looked at me like, bro, I used to be killing them. And then 2 minutes later, run to the bathroom. Those are the symptoms of someone who has high blood sugar levels. Look, let me do some housekeeping. Excuse the squeakiness of my chair. My family, my daughters are sleeping right now, but they may bust in the room at any time, so forgive me for that. And I'm waiting for my beautiful wife to get home from work, and so I'm keeping an eye out as well. So I'm a little bit distracted, but we're gonna focus in and we're gonna handle this beef, right? It's a beef in the streets. I mean, we got problems. Beef in the street mean we got. If you kind of looking like me, rough, just rough and rugged. If you know what I mean. If you got beef, you kind of got that look on your face. That look like what C Murder said. I'm gonna be in jail with that thick look, looking like. You know, you feel me. Um, but on a real level, diabetes is really rampant around the world, right? It's not really a black thing. It's not an African American thing. It's not a Caucasian thing. It's not a Jamaican thing. It's not an Asian thing. It's a world thing, right? Every ethnicity, every nationality is subject to eating poorly and having blood sugar levels go off the charts from their normal range in most modern societies. Now, if you're talking about the people who live in the countrysides in Europe, in Holland, the Netherlands, the people who live out in the pastures, who really eat off the land, the the more rural areas here in America, where the Native Americans may be, or just people who are trying to live off the grid. I mean, I don't think they got diabetes like that. And it's a reason. It's a reason. You know, you have diabetes. Your grandmother had diabetes. Your cousin got diabetes. Your great aunt got diabetes. It's like, man, like, this is really in our genes. It's in our genetics. Like, we can't beat this thing. Like, why would, we be subject for our family bloodline? Can I say it? Can I say it? Y'all come in a little closer. Can I say it? Come in a little closer. Why are we cursed? Cursed. We really are cursed, right? Um, it's been a real struggle, right? You can't see how you used to could see. You just thinking, oh, I'm getting older. Bro, you're 23. But you got on these glasses, right? You have something that's known as a fatty liver, right? It's layers, literally, to this. And no, look, let me put this out there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a herbalist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I will tell you that I am a living witness to changing your diet and having the symptoms and the levels of high blood sugar levels go back down to a pretty normal state. Those are facts. Those are facts. Those are facts. What is this? Man, those are facts. You're looking at somebody who blood sugar levels um, 350, 400, 350, 400. And I'm taking, the medicine they're giving me, not consistently, but, when I'm feeling really, really bad, which I can imagine my blood sugar when I was feeling really bad was probably like 600 or something. You ever been, as a diabetic, just so scared to even check your blood sugar? Like, I know it's high. I'm not about to check this. I don't want to see the number because you can feel it. You can feel it. It's pretty scary stuff. You got some people who walk around with the little diabetes thing, the little stuck right there. It be stuck on their arm. They checking their phones, looking at their numbers. We were at a restaurant. This is before I changed my diet. We were at a restaurant in Virginia Beach, and I promise to you, it's an all you can eat spot. But I promise you, and it's a big location, right? It holds a lot of people. I seen at least, I don't know, 8 to 10 people with that thing on their arm. And I didn't say this to my wife. I didn't say this out loud. I didn't. I just took a mental note, and I do that a lot. Like, I won't say nothing, but I'll observe really well. Right? I'll be like, let's lock that away. Lock it away. Right? And so now I'm bringing it up. This is being like what? This is June 2023. That had to be like back in, man, that was before we even moved back into the house. So that had to be like September of 22, right? October maybe. It's just a wake up call when you see all these people walking around like who are affected by diabetes. People who I work with, you know what I mean? Like, it's just wild. It's just wild. Like, and the most craziest thing about it, from what I've learned the last 6 months, um, really, really is, look, we are not educated in the ingredients of the foods we consume. We're just not educated in it, right? At the end of the day, that's the issue, right? Well, that's part of the issue. That's part. Look, let me tell you this. The other part is this. My wife used to always say, when you know better, you do better, right? I don't like that kind of drink. Why would you buy me that kind of drink? I like the Arnold Palmer, with the unsweet tea. Okay. But you got me a Diet Coke. Okay. Next time, now you know better, you gotta do better. Okay. Only for my married people might understand something like that. Um, the number one factor above what I just said is us being stuck in our ways, and we like what we like. You know, I like fried chicken. You know, I'm gonna eat some fried chicken. The way my grandma been cooking it. Wait a minute, this sounds kind of familiar. I'm gonna cook it the way my great aunt been cooking it. Mm. I'm gonna cook it the way my uncle been cooking it. Well, remember what I said at the beginning? All these people have diabetes in the family. It's genetics, right? It's because we all been cooking this fried chicken the same way. More so, we've been using the wrong ingredients, right? It's not necessarily the chicken. And y'all remember the movie Woo? let me throw this at y'all real quick. I know we're talking about beef, but now we're talking about chicken. Uh, the movie Woo had a scene where I believe Jada Pinkett, this before she got married to Will, and got in the entanglement and all that. I think was it her or was it the other girl? I can't remember who. But remember the part where he used to be like, "Oh, oh man, the female put on the chicken soup, right? Was it the female? He's like, bark, bark, walk for me, chicken, bark, bark. Show me them thighs, chicken. Show me them thighs, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all don't know nothing about Woo. Evidently, I don't know nothing about Woo. I can't remember like the characters. Furthermore, right? We like what we like because our people been eating it a certain way, and we've been using certain ingredients, and we're not knowing that there's other alternative. Excuse my ghetto-ness. There's another alternative that we could use for our foods. And then it's like, oh man, it don't taste like how it don't taste like, it don't taste like what I'm used to, man. It ain't even the same color, man. It ain't the same color. I don't even want to. They down bad for that, man. Why would they even put something like that on them? Bro, this is one thing that I was thinking about doing when I was creating this brand was F what you like. F what you like. Right? Oh man, I like my fried chicken, dipped in butter, what you like. You gonna eat it like this. Why you gonna eat it like this instead of like that? Because like this is gonna help bring your blood sugar levels. It's not gonna spike them to some crazy number, right? You're not gonna have those symptoms. If you're not feeling well, you can't produce, not just produce at work, you can't produce at home. And I don't mean nothing crazy. I just mean like you can't even function properly to even stand up straight to get the remote control to turn a channel. Pause. You ever felt like that? Like, I just need a minute. I just need 1 minute. You trying to wait till the blood circulate through your body until something magically delicious happens and you get a spark of energy. spark of saneness, your chemical balance goes back to normal, to whereas you can pick up the remote and turn the channel. That's a shame. But those of us who have suffered from diabetes and who are suffering from diabetes, and those who may be pre-diabetic, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, look, there's a better way. And this is just the first live stream that we doing. Look, welcome to the channel. If you don't know who I am, they call me Big Cloud Chasing Health. Y'all seen some other videos I do with my daughters. We do some cooking stuff. So you go check out some things that we do in the kitchen together. But in 2019 on New Year's Eve, I was sent to the emergency. Well, I drove myself to the emergency room after getting blood work done by my primary doctor. The results came back and she said, yo, go to the emergency room right now. She said, don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to the ER right now. Your blood sugar is like 760, something ridiculous like that. Now, for some people, they don't probably know what that means. Your blood sugar levels is really the magic numbers, the magic levels for your blood sugar is between 70 and 100. That's the magic number. It could be a little above 100, right? But it should never really be above 170, right? Now you dipping into some unhealthy territories. You're dipping into unhealthy territories. Back to who I am, though. I was diagnosed from that point with type 2 diabetes. And if I play my history back in my head, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but I had been feeling horrible, really, months and months before I actually went to the doctor and got the blood work done. Horrible I was feeling. Some say I probably could have been deleted. I probably could have been deleted had I not went to the doctor and got the blood work done when I went, right? So that was 2020. That's how my 2020 started, right? That was 2019, New Year's Eve. I spent those 3-4 days in the hospital. That's how I brought it in 2020. Imagine explaining to my grandchildren in the future how 2020 was. It was ridiculous. After that happened, I'm a No Limit Records fan, so I follow some music people that y'all might not be so familiar with. But a week later after that, Fifth Wall Weeby died. COVID, allegedly, right? I'm a 49ers fan. I'm from Oakland, California, but I like the Niners. I don't rock with the Raiders, with no disrespect to my Raider fans, but I rock with the Niners. You feel me? The Niners lost the Super Bowl that year. My 2020 was rough. Yo, check this out. I told y'all I'm a big No Limit fan, right? I was supposed to do the No Limit reunion concert down in LA. The concert got canceled. That's how my 2020 was. This is all in the beginning of 2020. This is even before the pandemic hit. Rough for me as a person, like for what I like and what I was trying to do, right? We all know what happened the end of January. Kobe Bryant and his daughter and 7 other people tragically passed away in a helicopter accident. This is all in the first few months of the year 2020. And I'm living and dealing with a whole new chemical imbalance for my life. Diabetes, cuz. I was under the impression that I was going to have to just eat fruits and vegetables the rest of my life. I thought I was going to have to do a Dr. Sebi alkaline diet for the rest of my life. I thought I was going to have to do a Dick Gregory diet the rest of my life. And I struggled for the past 3 years, basically, right? This is 2023. And that's where we get to where we at now, baby. Blood sugar levels normal, eating not necessarily what I want to eat, but understanding what I can eat that won't spike my blood sugar levels. I haven't had that feeling of going to the bathroom, dry mouth, uh, that feeling of I need to gather myself, right? The cotton mouth feeling. Ever since I would say I went to the doctor, got some blood work done in February. That's when I changed my life as far as my diet. February, March, April, May, June. It's been 4 months now. So I say for at least for those 4 months, I haven't had that feeling. I haven't had those symptoms. And more than me just telling y'all that, if you want to know the truth, I got some more blood work done the beginning of May. You know what my doctor said? Your blood sugar levels went from the first time it was like 313 when I seen him. The next time I went to see him 3 months later to do my blood work, it was 113. My blood sugar levels. My A1C, when I first went in February, was like 14 and a half. Off the charts, cuz the chart only go to like 12. My was 14.5. I wasn't telling my family how bad I was feeling for those several months leading up to me going to the doctor. I was just dealing with it, just like before, right? Before I even knew about diabetes and all this stuff, I was going through it again, stressing at work like crazy. Stress is, look, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to get into it, but you need to lower your stress levels. You're talking to somebody who had to make some decisions in my life. You need to make some decisions in your life if you're dealing with this stuff. A1C went from 14 and a half down to 7.5 in 3 months. I got another appointment coming up the beginning of the next month. And guess what? I'm 100% sure that my A1C is probably going to be back in the normal range. It's probably going to be like 6, 5.5, something like that. I've been feeling great. I want y'all to feel great, right? I'm happy now. I'm less stressed at work. I got a new position at work. Way less stressed. That was a factor in it. I do miss the money. It wasn't, I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, changed my diet. People at work looking at me funny, talking to me funny, and I'm letting them know, yay. I'm letting them know, yay, this stuff work, cuz. Like, I'm not just doing this just because, I'm trying to be fancy or I'm trying to spend more money that I don't have. I'm doing this because it's actually helping my life. I can feel the difference. I walk around different, right? I know what to look for now when I go buy food in the store. And we're not going to get into everything right now with the food. But we're going to talk about this beef, baby. Yeah. Look, I already ate it. I'm sorry, y'all. I was hungry. Y'all see this? Oh, upside down. There you go. I think that's right? Paleo Valley. Oh man, it's hard to see. 100% grass-fed beef. There it is. Beef steak. Now I'm going to be honest about this review. First of all, let's start with the money. This beef stick. Now there's other. Now let's back up. There's other brands of beef. There's other brands of beef that you can get in probably your local grocery store for cheaper than this. Um, the ingredients are not as top of the line as this is, but for a diabetic with type 2 diabetes, you still can eat that beef jerky. Um, and I should have bought one and brought it in, but we'll save it for a different time. It's not Slim Jim. Not don't You don't want to mess with no Slim Jim. There's a lot of them that you can't mess with. You got to get some 100% grass fed ones, right? And there's some out there in your local grocery store. I'm telling you, it is. But if you don't know that you need to be eating 100% grass fed beef, you're gonna suffer. And you're gonna wonder why. It's because you eating the wrong. We are eating the wrong stuff, right? This company, though, let's go back to this one. Paleo Valley, they are expensive. It's an online company. The only reason I got this was because I got it on a crazy sale for $1 for a pack of 10. Woo! I wish I had an affiliate link to give y'all to share with y'all the deal. The deal was ridiculous because one pack of these Jones. Hold on, let me check. Let me just double check real quick. It's like I think $27 for a 10 pack. Here it is right here. All right, this is a deal right here. $24, 23.99, and that's on a sale. The MSRP for this is $25.99. Yeah, but I got it for $1, y'all. I got a 10 pack for $1. It wasn't really $1 because you still have to pay shipping and handling, and so with shipping and handling was still what, $7, $7.99. So I ended up paying $10 altogether. It was like $9 and some change, right? $10 basically. Go back. I ended up paying $10. But I will tell y'all this. If y'all got the extra funds to get, this is, as far as quality of ingredients, this is the best I've seen. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to read it to y'all. This is the teriyaki flavor one. This is the only flavor that I got. I got a 10 pack of teriyaki. In the taste, I mean, it was more like, it wasn't as dry as a traditional beef jerky or traditional beef steak, right? It wasn't as dry like a Slim Jim, where it's like, you know, Slim Jim would be like oily, but it'd be like waxy and like, but it's dry. This is like more like sausage, like wet, right? It doesn't really have it doesn't have like a snap to it or anything. It's more like a sausage, right? But let's talk about some of these high quality ingredients in this, right? So the first ingredient, which is 100% grass fed beef. Then it goes on organic raw honey, which as a diabetic with type 2 diabetes, is organic raw honey. It's okay. Pure maple syrup, it's okay. But we have to get the good quality and grades of those sweeteners for those type of liquid sweeteners. The honey, the maple, we have to get the best versions of those. And this is the best version, right? Organic raw honey. And we look at the nutrition facts for this, right? because you still don't want a lot of added sugar, right? So the total sugar is 2 grams, including 1 gram of added sugar, right? 1 gram of added sugar, that's like a quarter of a teaspoon, right? Something like that. So the that's the raw honey. That's the added. That's the raw honey. Anyway, let me go on. Teriyaki style seasoning, sea salt, organic ginger, organic paprika, organic nutmeg, organic onion, organic fenugreek, which is a herb if I'm not mistaken. Fenugreek. I don't think I'm saying it right. If y'all know what I'm trying to say, please correct me. Organic dextrose from Tapaoka. Tapaoka? Am I saying that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Uh, Teriyaki sauce, organic coconut sap. Wow. Organic coconut sap, cuz? In a beef jerky, cuz? This is ridiculous. Organic garlic. Okay. Sea salt, organic ginger, cayenne pepper, celery juice powder. I didn't know you can turn celery juice into a powder. How do they do that? Uh, what's this? Lactic acid, starter culture, dry dye. Wait, I'm saying dry dye. Dye free. Here we go. Beef collagen casein. Woo! Collagen is from the cow, but normally, with beef jerky, the casein is normally pork, right? Black folks, we call it chitlins. Chitlins. We call it chitlins in the hood. I don't eat chitlins though, unless it's back in the days if it was on the beef jerky. I would eat that. But like a pot of chitlins and some rice and some stuff. Nah. Their space. I don't want that shit. Can't do it. Won't do it. But this beef right here, the 10 pack is gone. I ate all of them. I ate like 4 of them in one day at lunch at work, right? Overall, you can still see the honey. I don't know, the honey in the honey in the package. Like these are 1 ounce a piece. So you get a 10 pack. That's 10 ounces. I kind of wish they would have sold it in pounds. So go ahead and give me the whole 16 ounces, and then we can kind of justify. Not even justify. You still gotta spend $25, $30 for a pack of 10 beef jerky sticks. At the end of the day, it's the best quality beef jerky I've ever seen. I just don't have the extra money to be dishing that out every month for 10 pieces of beef jerky when I can go to my local store, get get some beef jerky, a pound of, not a pound, but what is it? A few ounces of it, I guess, for cheaper, for a lot, for like what, $5? But you want me to spend $30 to get? It's no disrespect to the company and what they're doing, but it's just the reality of my personal finances. I just ain't got it like that. I know many of y'all probably ain't got it like that. But if you do, or if you catch a sale, go get it. Paleo Valley. Like I said, I caught it for an ultra crazy sale, like $1. Like that's one of them crackhead sales where I'm gonna let you hit it for free once, but the next hit you're gonna have to pay for. You feel me? And that's what it is. The marketing behind that's really what it is. And you know the I mean, like I said, This is the best quality beef jerky I've ever seen. I ever tasted. My wife had some of it. At first, she didn't like it, but then she's the one who actually ate this one, right? So she had a piece of the first one. She's real funny with the textures and stuff. And like I said, it's more like a sausage. It's more mushy than you know jerky or beef stick like we're used to. Traditional one, right? But it's to me, I liked it. It was good. Like the flavor is on point to me. The texture is cool. Like I'm good with it. Uh, I just not good with the price. But like I said, if you got it, hey, load up. If you catch the deal, really load up, right? Especially for $1. And so this is definitely one snack that we could have as a person with type 2 diabetes. I do recommend for our community of our people with type 2 diabetes to definitely, if you're going to get beef jerky, look for the 100% grass-fed beef jerky in your local stores. And like I said, we want to also just intake the best quality foods that we can intake as someone with type 2 diabetes. I can't really speak for type 1 diabetes. I don't know much about it for real. I thought that people who had type 1 diabetes was born with it. Somebody told me that's not true. Hey, I don't know. I can just speak for myself and what I know that I was diagnosed with and what I had. And I'm assuming, like, I don't know for 100% yet, but when I go back to do my blood work here in a few weeks, when my numbers come back in a more normal state, will I still be actually labeled as a diabetic or will I be diabetes free? This is the question that I'll raise to my doctor when I talk to him next time and get my results back. So with that said, y'all, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. This your boy Big Cloud Chasing Health. And hey, we got beef. Hooty hoo! We got beef. Hooty hoo! Shout out to Paleo Valley and what they're doing, changing the game with the best quality beef sticks on the market. That's not even a question. Like they have the best. The only way you get better than this is you gonna eat the thing raw. Like I mean, don't get no better than this right here. And so yeah, I do it. Like I said, I ate 9 of them. My wife ate that one. That was like in 3 days. Like they gone. So I do appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. Not quite sure what we're going to dive into yet. If you have any ideas for shows of food that you want us to talk about, why, from the standpoint of someone with type 2 diabetes, let us know in the comments below. Share the video, like the video. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. This is your boy, Big Cloud, signing out. And remember, free C murder. He not guilty. Peace out.